What's up, dudes? It's Molly. I'm out of the bath now. I just got a download. So, somebody's ex may swoop in. This is for a little kid. May swoop in out of nowhere and get full custody of the kid. All right? Because their parent isn't adhering to child labor laws. That's going to be what it is. I hear it like this. All right, I'm starting my computer up. I've got some picture cards here, so I'm just gonna pop pictures. And this has a very, it's kind of Elon Musk with his little boy I keep seeing in my mind. We saw his adorable kid. His kid is freaking cute. Running with the president. Getting put on the airplane. That little boy was running on his tiptoes the whole time. So, every time X goes with his dad as a representative of Doge, X needs to be paid. Oh shit, I hear that. And my computer just turned off. Elon can work for free. He's a grown adult, and he can say, I want to work for free. His child is unable to do that. We can't force our children to work for free. We have child labor act. I hear act. So, every time his little boy makes an appearance as part of the Doge brand, that little boy needs to get paid. This is my card for a narcissist in a safe spot, and then we have Gertie flipped over too. It's a schoolhouse. The teacher is a narcissist and has put a dunce hat on this boy. These girls are so embarrassed they can't even look at it. Everybody got traumatized by this teacher. So this is my card of narcissist abuse in a safe place. I'm looking here. We got Gertie and the poet. An author might mean something. Shakespeare might mean something. Gertie is an old-fashioned modern girl. She's looking for an old-fashioned modern guy. Gary is her divine counterpart. So, fast forward, when that little boy turns 18, he could say, that time when I was 4 and I was forced to go in the Oval Office and I picked my nose and I rubbed it on the president's desk. It was inappropriate for me to be there, and that totally embarrasses me. And I have a lot of trauma that the whole world saw my finger up my nose rubbing it on the president's desk. And then me bratting out to the person. He wasn't saying it to Trump. Shh, you're not the president. He wasn't saying that to Trump. He was saying it to whoever was in the background, going, yeah, then I look like a next level little brat. But what I really was doing was just being a 4-year-old, because all 4-year-olds are like that. The whole world saw me do that. Look like I just saw an orb. A comet might mean something. If X wasn't paid for that appearance, that's against child labor laws. Our kids aren't accessories that we just take with us. Once or twice, understandable. But like this kid's, he's 4. So somebody's baby mama might swoop in with a lawsuit and say, I don't want my kid having this job. This kid isn't getting paid. It's something like that. All right. Somebody's been watching the whole time. They've been watching the whole time. They've been pretending they haven't been watching. This is when the person comes and knocks on the door and says, knock, knock, want to play? And the person doesn't even come to the door. Not home. But they are home. And they've been watching through the gate the whole time. A gate might mean something. Not everything is black and white. Most people are like, yeah, take them away from the dad. Give them to the mom. The mom was on a podcast saying, I don't let my kid call me mom. No, it makes me feel uncomfortable. Wait, what? That's why he always has that kid on his hip? Because the mama doesn't let him call him mom? Yeah, that's true. All new mothers and fathers out there, here's a newsflash. Every parent feels awkward and weird being called mom or dad the first time. You get used to it. Every child deserves to call their parent mom or dad, not their parent's first name, because it makes the parent feel uncomfortable. It's a whole lot of accessory kid sounding. These kids are actual kids. Okay. Final message. There's a legal war. Okay, right when I said that, this came out. Why is a masculine so deep in their emotions, they're on an aircraft carrier in the middle of the ocean? Somebody might make sure that their child, the father or the mother, might make sure that their child is getting paid for their appearances from now on. Final message. They say when you notice your child walking on their tiptoes, that can be a sign for autism. It's important to remember that we have professionals now. If your child gets an autism diagnosis, it can be terrifying. You can say to yourself, I love this child so much, my perfect child, and I am so terrified of what their future holds for them, being autistic. And it can be devastating. And some people can not deal with it. Some people can have a complete breakdown. Some people can say, it's clear this child is just like me. I didn't get any help and I'm just fine. I hear geese honking. Oh my, helicopter flying over my house. The goose is a sign for the divine masculine. So what we have to remember now, I'm filming this in 2025. We are the grown-ups. We understand autism more than we did when we were children. And the sooner you can get your child integrated, helped with their quirks, and quirks don't need to be completely eradicated or removed. Quirks are what makes somebody interesting and cool. But start to learn how to allow these children to deal with these super huge emotions, confusion, some kids need help with speaking, with looking people in the eye. When my daughter was diagnosed in 6th grade, when she went into 7th grade, she took, it's like a social skills class. It's for autistic people in public school, for the autistic students. And it's a separate classroom that looks more like a teacher's lounge. Instead of the overhead lights, it had lamps. It has a couch. And they all would meet in there once a day, sit in a circle, and talk to each other and practice looking each other in the eye. Social skills. The sooner you can start appropriate social skills, the better it is for your child. My daughter got real lucky. She has a wonderful group of friends. My daughter's always had friends. And that's not the norm for a lot of Spectrum E people. I was really lucky growing up. I always had friends. So somebody might be looking into a diagnosis. As an adult, a professional diagnosis doesn't do much for you. You don't get anything with an autism diagnosis. But as a child, you do. With school, you get help. You get an IEP, it's called. Little, I hear little tweaks to their education plan to help them get through the whole process. My daughter liked to wear headphones. And then she only wears headphones. Kind of float further and further away. Yeah, her school teachers called me and said, let's talk about her headphones. Do you think we can start weaning her off of her headphones? I said, let's take the headphones off. Let's tell her headphones are no longer allowed at school. She can't do her whole school day with headphones. She is 16 and she's getting to where she's going to be an adult in the work world. Her teacher said, I'm really glad to hear that from you. I said, rather than wean her off, let's just tell her. The rules now are, within the school, no headphones are allowed. And let's see how she does. And if we need to allow her to get her headphones back and start weaning them off, we'll do it. I sat down with my daughter. I said, I talked to your teacher. Your school is no longer allowing headphones. You can't wear your headphones anymore. For an autistic person, walking through the hallway, lockers banging, kids screaming, it can be overwhelming. My daughter has to start learning how to live around that. She took her headphones off. She's fine. She goes to school every day. She brings her headphones with. She puts them on immediately after school. But during her class, she don't got her headphones on. She just slept over at her friend's house last night. They had a sleepover. So if your child is spectrum-y, they're going to be just fine. First of all, they're a whole person. And this is a different day and age now. Her teacher said if taking away her headphones is upsetting for her, we'll let her have them back. Growing up, yeah, we didn't get that. But as her mother and as a 16-year-old, she has to just kind of adapt. She has to learn how to adapt. It's not so much a tricky line, but our job as parents is to prep our children so they can walk this world without us. All right. There's the message. Peace out. Yeah, let's see. What's the final picture? What's the final picture the Spirit wants to show? This is the friend who comes and digs you out after an avalanche just came over you. Somebody might have had a tower, and Spirit sent in a rescuer. A dog is a symbol for a good friend. All right. Next and final picture. What's the final picture for this message? Divine timing has happened. Divine timing is at play. I hear it's time. All right, there's your message.